GSL.
Welcome back, guys. This is the GSL Code A, and we're about to see who's going to be the first survivor here of Group I.
Yeah, we are indeed tasteless, and it's going to be either True, our Zerg player, or SuperNova, the player who won our TBT.
I'm feeling SuperNova in this case. I think he's easily the best in this group. True is very solid, though. Don't count him out.
I think so, too. True shows a style that's very strong against bio play, especially marine-heavy bio play, or even like that Hellbat bio style. That's like what he's really good at. But against mech, which I think SuperNova will show us at least a little bit of, in this, I'd say 1 game out of 3, if we go to 3 games, he will at least do that much. On Habitation Station, though, I don't think this is the map we'll see it on. A lot of people like mech here, but I think SuperNova is just going to try to put more aggression on with bio.
Well, you know, the gold base actually changes a lot here. If you're going mech early on and you can't get over there, because, you know, there is a window of time where you can't actually do that much damage with mech.
Yeah.
You have to wait until you've built up a pretty big army. The Zerg might be able to take the gold base in that point in time. Then again, maybe the Zerg, let's go really meta about it, maybe the Zerg would actually not get the gold base just because you would assume when the Terran would go bio and attack you. Maybe that would be a moment if SuperNova did go mech that he would do that. But then again, I guess if SuperNova thinks like that, then he would know not to do that. And he would go bio. I'm going meta into meta to meta. Anyways, let's see what happens now with True against SuperNova on the map Habitation here at the GSL Code A.
Top right, our Zerg player, he is True. They call him the Peter Pan Zerg. He never grows up, never gets Hive. We saw him try to get Hive against Choya. It didn't go so well for him.
And in the upper left, in the red, our Terran badass, he is
SuperNova.
I think he's proxying.
He's proxying.
Yep, he is proxying.
At least 1 barracks.
SuperNova.
Unless he does, which has become more popular recently, which I'm still not sure if it's good, is to just scout your opponent's build and then go CC first. Okay, no, he's definitely proxying based on the location he sends the SCV. And a second SCV is being sent now, too. I haven't seen a double barracks proxy in a while.
Yeah, we really haven't.
It's a far off one, too. That's like not even that close. But it's absolutely not going to be scouted. If he scouts that, he's cheating.
That's when you DQ him. He's like, no, what?
Like, you must have been cheating. I don't know.
Yeah. Everybody knows you're cheating, man.
If you just had a feeling, that's also cheating. Feelings, just having a feeling.
And if you think you can just play like that in a game, you're ruining esports, man. So
you can't have an instinct. That's not allowed. Well, he went pool first, actually. He definitely had some sort of feeling. He was like, okay, no Gangnam Terran. That's what the Koreans have been calling the style of lifting the gold base, by the way, Gangnam Terran.
I love that. That's so funny. Okay, so we have a pool before hatch, so this is a little bit better for True. Obviously, if it was hatch first, we'd have a serious problem. You know, you have to keep in mind on any one-on-one map that there's just the risk of this happening. Since they know your starting location, they can proxy. And it's pretty hard to stop. That's why you tend to see more econ-focused openings here from Zergs on 4-player maps, for instance, and a little bit less here on 2-player maps. The bunker's going down here on the low ground. What he wants to do is slowly edge forward with additional bunkers, harassing that hatchery, and ideally taking it out.
I mean, it's already known to True what's happening. From a requirement standpoint, he's seen that there's an orbital making. There's no barracks on the main base, so therefore there must be a barracks somewhere else. He wasn't sure if it was... I was going to say he wasn't sure if it was Reapers or not, but actually, of course, he does because he sees there's no gas either. So this SCV dying is pretty huge. He's going to need another SCV to actually finish that bunker. He's got the backed up bunker to fall back to, but it's like so far away.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
It's
you
like
normally want one bunker to basically cover the other one, or the Marines can pop out and they're a second away. This is just a little bit too far. It might be dicey.
Yeah, I think he's just going to have to back out here. I don't think this is viable anymore. You know, like, even with 5 Marines now, they're just so far away their rally point. There are 10 lings on the map.
Oh my god, he's going to get surrounded here.
Yep, nice control here by True. A master of Zerglings.
Yeah, he got rid of 3 Marines back there.
Oh my god, the bunker though. Is he going to finish that?
No, just barely not. I think this this rush is a failure. And by the way, he has Lings now headed over here to the main. Now, there is a depot wall up here, but really this is overall problematic. Keep in mind the barracks are very far away from the main base here for SuperNova.
Yeah, and if he lifts them, he loses a lot of build time.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's down.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
Whoa.
I think SuperNova got caught off guard there, man.
He lowered that one. I thought it was an accident earlier, but I didn't say anything about it because I was like, well, I mean, he's probably just going to lift it later, right?
And here's what's funny. He doesn't even have to attack into these SCVs as long as the SCVs are not mining. It's not like there's Marines up here to help. The longer he keeps those SCVs off of the minerals, the better.
Yep. In fact, he should probably just try to kill a few of them now because the Marines are going to get here, and he's not going to get out of those lings. Looks like he was thinking about getting the mule, but I don't think he's going to get anything now. Good split here, actually. Maybe he could save one or two. Maybe. We should just raise the depots. Okay, he did. Yeah, he's going to kill all of them now. This is not unrecoverable by SuperNova because so many Zerglings were made, but holding this command center that he riskily made on the low ground might not be possible.
He's going to get that. No, he's not going to get that SCV. Okay, this is actually starting to not work out as well.
Oh, a tight wall to trap the Zerglings inside.
Yeah, nicely done here. Wow. And a good micro here from SuperNova with those Marines. Wow, not even losing a single Marine. Very impressive.
Pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Maybe losing SCV here. Maybe. No. Dancing through that barracks. Wow. I almost called you Artosis there for a second. I did that yesterday, but not tasteless. He saves the CC. A ton of lings made, so the worker count is not actually as in favor of True as it could be. And with mules, that's totally fine here. If you look at the top right, the income tab, you'll see when the mules are active, especially once we start getting 2 mules at a time. He's going to be pretty right up with where True's at.
Okay, so
going to be exposed here, just something to note.
Yep. We'll see how much that actually does impact this game. But yeah, he is getting that first reactor, a factory not far away, just at the bottom left of that barracks. For the Zerg, we see the double Evo chamber. No third base just yet. Probably erring on the side of caution. He did lose a lot of lings back there, while the Terran kept a surprisingly large number of Marines alive.
Yeah.
In fact, I think when he got back to his base, he didn't lose a single Marine, correct?
Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe one, but I don't even think so. It's hard. It was hard to tell at that moment, but Ling checks this. Oh, walks in. The security guy was on smoke break.
Okay, he's going to land this factory over here so we can get some Hellions now. Those Marines are not blocking the way. And he needs to find a place to land that other barracks.
Yeah, it looks like he's just going to put it down there a little bit lower.
And the Roach Warren is what he's going to do next. We should have 1-1. Yeah, there's one range being upgraded. We don't have the armor just yet.
This is not really like True.
Yeah, this build looks a little funny. Okay, now he's getting the armor. Again, no third base here from the Zerg, and Zerg really should have gotten a third base pretty quickly here.
What do you think about the Roaches? I don't really like it, actually.
I'm under the impression that maybe because of the way the barracks are set up there with the add-ons and everything, he's thinking maybe he can get in there with a lot of Roaches and just do a good amount of damage. Because he's continuing to make more and more Roaches. He's not stopping. We're up to 6 now being made. There's already been some Roaches that have hatched, 7 now.
The problem here really is that is that he already has a large enough bioforce to where I feel like once he just bolsters this a little bit, is going to be able to deal with Roaches pretty handedly. You know, like he's going to be able to just slap them down. Not if he's on creep moving across the map. Maybe that's what True is relying on, but it seems like a weird plan. And I mean, don't get me wrong, Roach timings can work, and they have worked, and they do work a lot of the time in this matchup, but just not quite like this. We're not in a place where you're normally at in 10 minutes and 15 seconds in a TVZ because of the openings that we saw from these two players. He doesn't see the Roaches yet. Okay, now he sees them.
Yeah, he just grazed by them. Now, I think that was smart for True to try to get them down there because he wanted to get a good angle where there was not really an easy way to get out. I mean, medevacs are not in play yet, so he can't do a pickup. So if Zerg's to win the fight in the middle of the map, then he can really chase the Terran all the way back home and probably do a lot of damage over there on the area outside the second here.
There's just not a lot of drones here for True. He's only up 10 harvesters right now.
Okay, so he's actually going to go for a sandwich here. He's got the Roaches coming in from this side over here, and there are the other Roaches coming up here from behind. Now, the problem is, are the Roaches that are initially attacking, are they strong enough? And instead, this is going to be a counterattack, and he's actually right over here on top of those depots, so they can't actually sink now. And the bunker, rather, is going to be very easy to take out.
It actually kills Stim. He may just win the game before that happens if SuperNova does not respond. Finally coming home here. It's really important that he didn't kill Stim, because I feel like he could have easily gotten that for free And that if that finishes, then this gives SuperNova a great timing to counterattack after he defends this attack. If he can. I mean, there are still a lot more roaches coming across here.
Well, it's 56 drones right now to 20, or now 30 workers.
Going to get that reactor. And can he get stim? Oh,
yeah,
he's going to get both.
It. Okay, now he can keep cranking roaches out. He's got 9 more making here.
Yeah, that means that no longer can the bio ever beat the roaches. I mean,
his stim is absolutely necessary for them to win there.
He needs stim and he needs medevacs, and then bio will just always be more efficient than roaches because the roaches fire so quickly. But you lose the reactor.
GG, a very straightforward game. I like the play there by True. That was it clearly showed a very good understanding of how to deal with a failed proxy.
I mean, I feel like SuperNova didn't really respect the roaches that were coming across the map like he should have. I feel like you see that many roaches, it's not just like, oh, I got a few roaches out to defend your Hellions. It's like, okay, I'm going to try to kill you with roaches. And SuperNova just thought maybe he could turn the roaches around or something.
I think SuperNova was very interested in keeping Zerg on 2 bases for a while. The funny thing is Zerg didn't need a 3rd base for quite some time. There were no medevacs out because the medevacs were actually quite late.
Yeah.
And the fact that he had no medevacs means you can't pick up your army and then drop it back to where you want it to be. Roaches are actually very mobile, and they're meaty. They got the ranged attack. Once he got over to that position, it's pretty tough for the Terran to get back. I mean, Marines are not quick units.